Warning! The following content may contain elements that are not suitable for some audiences. Viewer discretion is advised. Hello, everybody, and welcome back to another episode of Geoguessr. Stream died because fuck my ISP, which means upload speed is going to be fucking terrible. 2 thumbs up, internet. You're the best. Can't wait to replace you. So if this isn't up at 3 o'clock, it's because it took about 2 hours to upload. My normal upload speeds, I can get a video uploaded in about 10 minutes. If this isn't up at 3, 2 hours, if not more. But that just is, I guess, the price we pay to deal with a shitty fucking ISP. Oh man, this is why monopolies aren't good, guys. This is why monopolies aren't good. They don't give a shit. They don't give a fucking shit. We do have what appears to be a brownish-orange dirt road. We're in the middle of nowhere. The sun is apparently to our north, which puts us in the southern hemisphere. I can't tell if we're on the left or the right-hand side, but for some reason, the dirt and the sun position is making me think Brazil. That sucks. I don't want it to be Brazil. We do have white license plates, which does fit the whole idea. It's just, really, I think the only other option would be like a weird New Zealand or some other South American country. Maybe like a weird Uruguay. Although there are a lot of trees here. I know it's not Colombia because we just saw a white license plate. We haven't seen any language yet, so we can't tell if it's Spanish. But orange dirt, southern hemisphere, most of the time, I think you're going to be in Brazil. Although you might find like a weird Australia here and there. I don't know. It's not as orange as I want the dirt, but it's still pretty orange. Right? The earlier dirt felt more brown, and I think that's where part of my hesitance is coming from. It's because not all of the dirt has been this nice orange. I haven't seen any language. We do have poles, although they kind of just look like your typical telephone pole. If the sun is truly to the north, which it feels like it is, then Brazil works. But we're in the middle of nowhere, Brazil. So we're probably over by Sao Paulo. I know Torres says they always guess Piranha if they don't find anything. I don't know if we're going to be that far south. For some reason, I feel like going further north might be the play here. And maybe that's the style of bush and tree, that it feels like it's a warmer environment. Now, most of Brazil is warm, don't get me wrong. But I feel like the further north we go and the closer to the equator, the more, I don't know, humid and warm it's going to be. And it does end up being Brazil. It just ends up being the state of Rio Grande do Sul. Which if we would have seen a telephone for 5-4, we would have guessed down here. We didn't. If we would have gone with Piranha, which is where Wolf Trekker guessed, we would have gone where Torres guessed, and maybe we'll be able to get like better scores. Overall, 613 miles, that's not bad, especially when Brazil is like 3,000. So, not terrible. The Church of Choice, Mountains of Deliverance, Grace. I think we've actually seen this before. We don't have the roof rack, but we do have the snorkel. I honestly think we've had this not too long ago. But this is going to be Kenya. Good old Kenya. It doesn't feel very coastal, although we do have the palm trees, so maybe we are closer to Mombasa, but the interior feels probably more central. I wouldn't be surprised if this is more central north, over by like, let's see, Bengali or Garissa. I don't think it's near Nairobi, and I don't think it's far west. Now, we are going to see if we can't find a town name or a street sign that basically we're on the right hand. Why are we on the right hand side here? I feel like the guy driving the Google car forgot that Kenya drives on the left. Oops. If we could find a road name, road number, a green sign that says, hey, you're really close to Nairobi, like this sign, this is going to be great. Can we find B63? Here's B6, and here's C's. So the C's get small, which means the B's probably get small, right? The A's also get small. That sucks. We also have Tala, and Kangundo. Two names I am not familiar with, which also could be a problem. We just need to find a 2-numbered B road, B63. Tala and Kangundo we're going to keep our eyes out for, although I think if anything we're going to find Tala, because that's easier to remember. But I feel like Kangundo is going to be the larger of the two, so we do have to try to figure out both of them. But even from this distance, it doesn't look like we're going to find it. Here are the C's, here are the B's. We just need a 2-digit B, just to know that they fucking exist. And I'm concerned that they're going to be really small, and that's the reason we're not seeing it. We do have D's. We don't need D's. But still no 2-digit B's. Well, that sucks. That's what I was kind of like relying on. We found the sign that we wanted, and now we can't even find it on the map. That's shitty. That's real shitty. Let's see. If we zoom in really far, still nothing. Alright. I don't know where either of these two are, so we're going to have to take a guess. Big surprise fucking there. I think it's safer to go closer to Nairobi because then we're more central. But still, we had everything on the sign. We couldn't use it. We just couldn't use it. I want to know how small these B roads are going to be. And actually, not a bad guess. So, we ended up getting a little bit better than Wolf Tracker. I still don't see a 2-digit B road anywhere. I also don't see... Here's Tala. We might have missed it. We might have missed it. But this should be a 2-numbered B road. And it's just... It's not showing up anywhere. So, we got to keep that in mind for next time that 2-digit B roads apparently don't show up on a map. Because we should have been taking B63 north, which would have been this road right here. Should have been this road right here. And it's just not even marked. So either that's a fuck up by Google, or they changed the name since they uploaded that image. Falls Motel, yellow divider line. Feels like Canada, the United States. Game processing, 218 area code. Does that say Manitoba? That says Minnesota. Alright, so we're in good old Minnesota. Which is good old United States. Alright, Minnesota. With a D instead of a T. Where are we? This is probably when we want to find a road number. That's gonna... here we go. So we're on North 53. I know that went shitty. Real fast. So North 53, and that's State Highway 53. So it's gonna be one of these. Here's 59, here's 65, here's 63, here's 61, here's 71, 59, 59. We're looking for 53. Not... we found it. Alright, so 53 is northeast. Now that we know what road we're on, we have to find a town name. And that might be really tough. Sound North, probably a business name. There's the flag of the United States, not too helpful. It's a girl thing, not too helpful. Freedom Value Center, business name, and McDonald's, that's going to be fucking everywhere. Ragin' Cajun Seafood means we're probably close to a coast. The Northern Lights Motel. Super One Foods, turn left at 3rd Street. Like, I'm expecting like a billboard to be like, the greatest seafood in Ash Lake, you know, or Cook, or Virginia. One of those I feel like could be helpful. We have the Veterans of Foreign Wars post, and that's Peter Graham. Usually this is going to tell you a town name. I think that's actually somebody's name. That sucks. VFWs are usually good for telling you a town name. So that's something to keep in mind. We could look for a post office. We could look for pretty much anything. The Jug Liquors, Discount Liquor. Welcome Fisherman. We're definitely near a body of water along 53. Could we be further north? Because it had a Canadian flag at one point. Maybe being in International Falls. Because that's 3rd Ave and 3rd Street. It makes sense. We're like right on the border of Canada. 11th Street, County 48. Here's 5th. Here's 9th Ave, 4th Street, 2nd Street, so go south, except we're going north. So we could be over here right now. If we return to start, we only have like 10 seconds. We're down by the Falls Motel. Here's the Northern Lights, here's the McDonald's, here's Sound North. So we're down here, actually. And actually, we almost get a perfect score. Wolf Tracker goes over by Big Falls. I don't know why you went for Big Falls. There must have been something that told you we were over here. And it does end up being a little bit further back over by the falls. I don't see the thing we wanted on the other side, but it happens. But we got the road right. We got the road right. That's pretty cool. Is that a black license plate? It's kind of tough. There's some red on it. So let's see if we can't find another vehicle. It looks like black plates, which would put us in Jordan. I think that's the flag of Tunisia? I can't tell if there's a circle there, as we have other flags. We're definitely in Tunisia. I thought black plates was Jordan, although that actually tells us pretty much everything we needed. Sousse, Monastir, and Beaumerdes are to our north. So there's Sousse, there's Monastir. I don't know where Beaumerdes is, but if these two are to our north, then clearly, oh, here's Beaumerdes. I feel like that puts us closer to Beaumerdes. And this is to go to Regeshi, and that should be to our west. So south of Beaumerdes, east of Regeshi, and here's Regeshi over here. So Mahdia, maybe. Or could we be in... Because that's... Yeah, unless it's pointing to the north. It's kind of pointing, like, that way, right? Because if it was going to be to our north, I feel like it would be on this side. And since it's pointing to, like, this road, I feel like it's to the west. So maybe we're, like, down here more? Can we find, I don't know, a fucking town name? Now, I don't understand Arabic, and I don't understand French. So we're hoping... it's going to be something that like really stands out, whether it's a region we gotta compare on a map. We did have more signs. It doesn't look like we can get to them though, but that says Police, Suwasi, and Beaumerdes, and I kind of want to know what this sign says, but apparently it's not too important. If we go over here, we have Sfax and Silver Vessi with 11. So can we find Kasof Vessi anywhere? Because that should... it does! It is down here. Do you think that's 11 kilometers? That might be 11 kilometers. Which would put us in... whatever this is. Do I think this is where we are? Let's see. Is this a traffic circle? Not really. It's more of like a T intersection. Like this. Which would put us south. If we look to our right, doesn't feel like there's a T thing here. Unless this is the tea shop. We're kind of just like pulling at strings here. I wouldn't be surprised if this isn't a major road. But I think we have a pretty decent guess here. And actually it's a pretty decent guess. It ends up being a little bit further west. Wolf Tracker does get a better look. And this is the T intersection we just looked at. So overall, not terrible. We're actually doing pretty good in Tunisia. Wolf Tracker does get the perfect score though. So this is going to be a close one. It looks like we might be on the left-hand side of the road. The sun is to the south, so that does put us in the north. If this is, in fact, the left-hand side, it's got to be, like, the UK. We do have language, and it says Lupedij, which is definitely not English. So we got to find something a little different. Just a little different. We do have a truck. EU plate, which we figured we were going to see. Not really able to get anything off of that. That sucks. I have like 3 bollards down, so hopefully it's a bollard we fucking recognize. And the bollards I have down are like Russia, Romania, and like the United States. That's it. Hopefully it's one of those 3 countries. And at this point, I don't think it's Russia, and I don't think it's the United States. It's just a cement fucking pole. That doesn't fucking help. Are we on the left-hand side? We are on the left-hand side. What the fuck is this shit? Are you kidding me? Wow. Wow, I'm fucking stupid. We're on the right-hand side. Don't listen to a word I say. I am losing my goddamn mind today. Alright, it's blurred. Great. That's Russian. Great. Everything else hasn't been very Russian, though. We have what could be an old school, like, vehicle. It's a mix. So this is the Latin translation, and this is the Cyrillic translation, which puts us in, like, 3 places. I don't know if it's going to be Serbia or Bulgaria, which sucks. Obviously, that letter is very important. We haven't seen it very often. We should be able to recognize a single fucking letter, but today's just not the day for me, and I don't think it ever is actually the day for me. We do have a nice white sign with a black arrow telling us to turn left for whatever fucking reason. We do have old school cars, and we do have language. And we have a lot of language, actually. It's in 3 different languages. So it's in Cyrillic, it's in its Latin translation, and then it's in English. Which is incredible. Why would it have all this? These poles, they're very square. They're not the typical Romanian pole. Although, I don't know if we can call them Serbian poles. But why would there be a lot of English? The English is what's confusing me. Why would there be full English translations on these signs? That says Senta and Jazovo. Why would there be English on these signs? I don't know where 24 is. This is where we screw up. We knew it was coming. It just when. Hoping for some fucking luck here, to be honest. But why would they be English? And it ends up being a lot further north. Wolf Tracker does get the perfect score. Here's Senta. It happens. I'm glad we were able to figure out it was Serbia, although that was kind of lucky. Almost 22,000 points. That's not bad. That's not bad at all. Let's see. Wolf Tracker is coming in first place at 22.6. So if we would have had 800 more points, if we would have had a really good guess in that last round, we could have won. Bo in third, not too far behind us, with Screenshot the World in fourth, Rum in fifth, 11th at Turnaround in sixth, Scribbles in seventh, with a lot of like really close scores all over the place. Up the Mags in 8th at 17.8. Not going with Brazil, instead going with South Africa. Right near the south, though. That was... Make sure you check which side of the road they're driving on. 59 and 9th at 17, and Sector Tiger in 10th at 16.3. Looks like a few people actually went with South Africa there. Three people. Not bad. Not bad. But until next time, guys, enjoy the rest of your day. I'm going to try and get these internet problems solved and fixed. I already reset it. I'm about to call the ISP, but I wanted to get this out of the way. That way I don't have a phone on hold while I'm recording. Because that could have just been the fucking worst. But until next time, guys, enjoy the rest of your day. And bye-bye.